Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to a Keelgottime video. Today, because Keel's got some time, we're going to be reacting to true reasons blacks go for gingers. So, without any further ado, there you go. Let's see these reasons, man.
I'm not normally a girl that's gonna cry on the internet.
Dear black people.
I have spent the last hour reading comments that are healing me. Healing parts of me that I didn't know needed healed. Healing parts of me that I didn't even realize were still hurting. A group of people that have been so marginalized and hated and judged for no reason. A group of people that have dealt with stuff that I will never understand, never fully understand. Y'all are just coming together to love on me? You want to talk about black girl magic? Look at my comments. Look at what you're doing for me. Growing up, having red hair and being so bullied, it's like I expected it. It was
Ginger Ninja. Knockdown Ginger. Everyone was, bro. Everyone got bullied as a kid, fam. Everyone, I'm deep in it now. Kids are fucking cruel.
Damn.
Like kids, oh my gosh, heartless little bastards. You know, when it comes to each other.
Well, I have red hair, so of course I'm going to be bullied. If I've got pasty white skin, of course I'm going to be bullied. But yet I would look at my black friends and think, like, if anybody comes for them, for their hair or their skin, like, think again. Absolutely not. So it's crazy to me that I never realized that it wasn't okay for me either. You're fixing something that you never broke. You guys are fixing something that it wasn't your job to fix. I literally feel more confident now. I mean, not now, but I feel beautiful. I feel people saying, "Welcome home, fam," and I'm like, I have family. I'm never again gonna freaking buy self tanner. I'm not gonna be ashamed of going to the beach. I'm not going to be scared of letting my natural skin color shine through. Like, you're changing my life in all of my freaking 38 years. Like,
You're not gonna be scared to be a white girl. That's what you're telling us, black folk, right now. I don't, am I like I don't know, just tapped out of my emotions or something? Am I? Because I'm seeing this. This just feels very like cringy and just awkward. I don't know what. I need a bit more context. I need a bit more context, bro. I need to see the video where all these comments are talking. Like I need more context, bro.
thank you. Somebody said to me, it's not a trend, it's a movement. And I feel that. I feel that deeply because this is bigger. This is bigger than just some TikTok trend. This is changing people's lives, and I'm one of the people that's been changed. Saying thank you feels so little. It feels so small for what you've done for me. But thank you. And you tell me when that cousin walk is, cause you know.
Something incredible has happened to redheads and
Again, the cousin walk. That's not a black people thing, bro. At least I don't think. At least I don't think. It may have been coined a black people thing because mainly, I suppose, black culture and weed smoking and blah blah blah. But bro, I learned I learned the cousin walk of Asian people. I learned about the cousin walk of Asian people, bro. My cousins, they don't do drugs. They're all boring. But yeah, shit.
gingers. I don't know if you know, but many people of the black community have came out and said that they see redheads and gingers aligned with many of the genetic features and the characteristics of black women. This has really brought up such an important issue because many of these
Can't even lie though, they do be looking like black. Like their features, Loki do be looking black. I noticed ginger girls just have bigger bosoms. Just they're like, I don't know. I always noticed that. I was like, bro. I remember speaking to Cameron one day. I was like, bro. I want you to really think back now, because I was just deep in it myself. I was like, what is it about ginger hair that gives the girls a fat ass? Like, what is it? Because every ginger girl that I spoke to, apart from one girl called Rebecca, that I think most of them called Rebecca, but this one girl called Rebecca, she didn't really have cheat like that, but she was very small and petite. So yeah, I don't know.
Gorgeous women are coming forward and saying that they can identify that something is off with the way that redheads are treated by many people in the white community. And this is something difficult thing to talk about because it's not racism. I don't know where that falls, but being born with red hair and super pale skin but not feeling accepted is a really, really tough spot to be in. You get bullied from a young age, you're made to believe it's horrible, people insult you without even meaning to. Some of the things that people have said to me because I have ginger hair growing up has been the most unhinged experience of my life. I once met a woman who came up to me and she said, I like your ginger hair, but honestly my biggest fear when I was pregnant was that I was going to give birth to a ginger baby, and I didn't know what to say, and I just was like, okay. She's like, and I'm really sorry for saying this. She was like, by accident.
Not that your child could be disabled.
Damn.
Not that you might have a miscarriage. Not that you could even die during birth.
Damn.
No, it's that your child might be ginger. That's like, oh. What the fuck is wrong with people?
I actually think I would prefer a child with a disability than red hair. And that is genuinely, hand on heart, what someone has said to me. That is just honestly not even the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the type of comments that you're experiencing when you're growing up with red hair. So for people in the black community to come out and call out that something is not right in the way that people with red hair are treated, and to call out the fact that something is off, is the best thing that could happen.
Hey, bop, bop, bop. We as gingers formally and proudly accept
But see what I'm talking about though? That shit moving.
this invite. We are so stoked to be a part of this community. We're so excited to attend the cookouts, but don't worry, we will abide to your rules. We're not going to bring any important dishes like the mac and cheese or anything yet. I know y'all need to trust us first. We're cool with just beat up paper plate duty for the first year.
My one brother had red hair and freckles. Like, when you see it, he was a ginger. He was a black ginger.
Ginger's a black male.
Nah, they ain't black, man. They fuck out of here.
I mean, that's what the TikTokians say.
Man, fuck them TikTok ass niggas. They just
So
want
what
to
is that about?
They just want to be able to say. They just want to be able to say nigga without repercussions.
No.
Do you like redheads? Because I have a theory about men who are into ginger women. I think you fall into one of two categories. Either you have always been fixated on redheads, the hair, the fair skin, the freckles,
Is this AI? Are we looking at AI right now? I mean, this is AI.
eye color, all of it, forever. Or you never planned on dating a redhead at all, but you met one, fell for her.
That's definitely AI. What the fuck? I don't like that. I don't like that. Nah, that's weird.
And she completely rewired your brain. Now every woman you have dated since gets compared to her, and every woman you will date in the future probably will too. So tell me, am I right? Comment and let me know.
So a white girl that prefers black men is called a snow bunny. So what are we calling redheads? Because last summer it was already established that gingers are in fact black. So us redheads should start referring to ourselves as ginger bunnies or ginger bunnies. This video has been brought to you by an energy drink. I'm a natural redhead.
That's the energy drink that killed the girl. That's the energy drink that killed the girl. I'm pretty sure. And she couldn't stop drinking this shit and she died. Oh my gosh. Plus ginger bunnies, really.
Been brought to you by an energy drink.
Be more creative, man.
I'm a natural redhead, and when I talked about the magnetic force between black men and ginger women, my comment section blew up into a dating app. Us ginger women just want to find a black man, and black men want to find them as ginger. So I get asked a lot, where do the redheads live? Where are they hiding? Now, true natural redheads are very rare, but in my experience, I encountered more in the South. I'm originally from Texas, and there's a lot of gingers there. So you got to move to the South, which, I mean, if we launch this dating app called Blinger, the best thing ever, you're going to have to relocate for your new ginger anyway. Or she would have to relocate to the north. But I think you should relocate for her. I think this is the best idea we ever did have. I will say though, I live in Colorado right now, and the black population here is like 4%, and I don't really see black people very often. But when I see a black man with a white woman, she's always a redhead here, always. So I'm glad we did that science project, guys.
Are there a lot of gingers with black people? That's something I didn't really realize, to be honest. Now, I realize that there are a lot of ginger people who simply just don't seem to care as much as a lot of other white people about race in general. And I do think that's because we are so different from regular white people. And we've just been through a lot of taunting, teasing, a lot of unnecessary comments towards our skin color and hair color, personality, our attitude. It goes on. And this is something that has bothered me for a long time. Now, me personally, I've never been that person who's been obsessed with any one type of person. I've never said that I have a type per se. I just was never really into many people regardless. And I thought that we are overstimulated with SE for so long, and it continues, and it gets worse and worse. And that's something that really bothers me. I fell in love with my husband in middle school. I found him, and our love story continued on from middle school. And he happened to be a mixed guy, and I happened to be really, really attracted to that. I do think because of how I was treated by most white people, that is why I don't tend to gravitate towards white men. And I be seeing a lot of people saying, oh, that's because they're not attracted to you. Whatever you want to say. I'm married, I don't give a shit, right? But that's so far from the truth, and I've learned that now as an adult, okay? But as a child, that was something I thought was very real. I didn't think white guys liked me, because they were hella rude, they were hella mean, and yeah, they caused a lot of tears, I ain't gonna lie. But bullying somebody and saying shit on somebody's race, color, their skin, hair color is wrong across the board, and we should stop doing that. It's okay to be prideful of who you are, like, oh yeah, I'm black and I'm proud, or I'm white and I'm proud, I'm ginger and I'm proud. That there's nothing wrong with that, okay? Let me get that perfectly clear to everybody here. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But
I'm white and I'm proud. Yeah, because she's absolutely right. There's no. She's absolutely right. There ain't nothing wrong with that. You can be prideful of being whatever race you are, but you do need to understand the historical context that comes with it. Okay, if you're gonna be prideful about your race, and that goes for black people too and Asian people, you need to understand like the historical context of what your people have done and what they've gone through. But yeah, it just sounds mad. I'm white and I'm proud.
there is something wrong with you sitting here and judging another person based off of what they are. Just mind your business at that point, okay? You can tell your stories. I'm all about freedom of speech, but come on. We can all do better.
Okay, so for those of you who are seeing this gingers are black trend, you don't know what's going on, and especially for the haters, because God knows you motherfuckers are watching, and we know exactly who you are. The ones who are out here screaming, oh, if gingers aren't black, they're just using them. Like, dude, listen. Let me break it down for you why this is going as viral as it is, and why y'all don't get it. Alright? Clear, plain and simple. If you are a redhead, a real redhead, You likely got bullied your entire life for having red hair. If you're like me, you've been called fire crotch, carrot top, gingers have no soul, rather be dead than red. My own dad used to bust my balls with that one, right? Leprechaun, my mom called me that this morning. Do the carpets match the drapes? Like, all this stuff. Like, yeah, we've all heard it all. All right? If you're like me...
Okay, so everyone's saying... no, let me finish. Let me let him finish explaining it before I, like... Because what I'm hearing right now is some bullshit.
That shit never came from the black kids. I don't think I've ever been made fun of for my hair and for being a redhead once in my entire life by somebody who was black. As a matter of fact, I was always friends with the black kids. They always welcomed me in with open arms and never gave me a problem. So, to me, when this whole thing popped off, it was no surprise at all. Because first things first, as a redhead, we never felt like we fit in anywhere. The deal is, man, like, black people are super accepting. They're always loving. They're always fun. They always kind of include everybody. For all y'all who are showing us all the love out there, who are welcoming us in with open arms, we love you. We appreciate you. We thank you very much. You know, for all the bullies out there who are still trying to talk shit, dude, it ain't working anymore. All right? Drop it. Enough's enough.
Okay.
Cool. So I was raised...
So it's not... Because when this whole thing popped off, the gingers are blacks thing, I never looked into it because obviously I didn't care. But I thought that I don't know, that there would have been some scientific discovery to show that, I don't know, all gingers are like 10% black or something. I don't know. But it's simply because they were bullied and excluded because of their skin and hair color, as were black people. And then black people realized that and was like, "Hey, yo, white people, why you bullying your own? Like, allow the gingers, man." And then now all the gingers are like black. Right. Okay. Cool little TikTok, social media term trend, whatever. Cool.
Is that black people were God's favorite and they were the superior race. And it was interesting to be raised...
Wait, what?
Cool.
So I was raised that black people were God's favorite and they were the superior race.
Wow. Okay.
And it was interesting to be raised with that mentality because I think it's different than a lot of how other like white people...
Yeah, different than probably every other white household on earth.
Damn.
Yeah.
People were raised. And I do believe that if more people were raised this way, the world would be a little bit better of a place and maybe we can get along a little bit nicer together. Obviously, there's pros and cons to everything. So I would love to discuss the pros and cons of what it was like to be raised with this mentality, as well as like what you think about it and what you think we should do going forward to raise the next generation of children who are carrying the future for us.
Tell us about it, Caitlin.
So how this mentality came about, I was really quizzical and curious as a child and very outspoken. It's interesting to look back now that we're in this ginger talk right now. I'm kind of reliving a few of the silly little traumas that we face as gingers. And I noticed that I was more outspoken between the ages of 0 and 8. And once I started getting really made fun of as a ginger, I kind of lost my voice and I wasn't as brave or outspoken and I was shy and timid. So it's kind of interesting to have that realization now so many years later. Anyway, back to the important topic here. The way that this mentality was brought on to me was, as I said, I was very outspoken and, you know, I was quizzical and curious as a child. So before the age of 6, I asked my mom, why do we call them black people when they're more different shades of brown? And I asked her, why do people treat them differently or call them names? Like, what does this mean? Why is this happening? And how do you explain race and racism to a child that is under the age of 6 in a way that they can understand? Because obviously they're not going to be able to comprehend or grasp the entirety of the depth of what racism really truly is. So how do you explain that to a child? She knew that I loved my brownies and my cookies baked a little bit longer than you're supposed to, because the crispy edge of the brownie was always my favorite. And I loved when the chocolate chip cookie was a little bit crispy on the outside and a little gooey on the inside. And that was the perfect way to bake the cookies and bake the brownies. So she used that analogy. And yes, it sounds crazy, but as a 4-year-old child, it made perfect sense. And she used that analogy and she said, you know how you like your cookies and your brownies baked a little bit extra? That's kind of what God did with Black people. He took more time.
No, no, because when the kid goes to school, sees a black person, and he's like, "Oh, God put you in the oven a little longer."
Damn.
It's just like, what the fuck? And I know she's trying to say from a a love and integrity and like emotional personality standpoint. Obviously not straight up skin color, but also oh wow. That's actually funny.
And more love into creating Black people. And that's why they're a little bit darker than you. He just baked them a little bit longer. That's how she described race to me. And she said that anybody who talks badly about them or is mean to them is just jealous. So right away, I was kind of just like completely infatuated and just in awe of Black people, because I'm like, oh my gosh, what is it like to be God's favorite? What is it like to, you know, just be loved a little bit more from God? Like, I just thought it was incredible and amazing.
I don't know how I feel about this because, you know, as a black person, it is nice to hear that she was um it's just this could go very, very, very wrong. Yeah, this type of teaching could go very wrong, bro. Like, let's say now she gets with toxic niggas. And I mean real toxic hood niggas, bro. And she's just like, oh no, but God put so much love into you. So even when you beat me, I know that you're just the superior race, and I just need to shut up and accept it. I need to take my beatings because I'm more white, and God put less love into me. He bakes you a little bit long. Like, and I know that's not realistic, but it sets up for situations like that. So yeah, shout outs to her parents for letting her know that we're not trash, I guess. But I think they probably should have worded it just a little bit different. And I know she's an adult now, so she's fine. But just for a child's mindset, just make it seem like we're all equal, bro. All equal on the same page. Like, I don't know.
And so I always just gravitated towards Black people because I was like, oh my God, like they're so lucky.
Like, what's it like to be God's favorite? God loves you more than he loves me. Come on.
Know how lucky they are? Like, how cool is it that God spent a little bit more time on them? I was fascinated by it. And
I made a video the other day that kind of blew up about gingers being Black, and the outpour of love from Black people is amazing. I made a video the other day about some politic thing, just a little light work, and I got so much hate from white people. Like, it is absurd. It's completely opposite. And everyone tries to act like black people are so mean. They're the nicest people. It's literally the white people. So we hope you really do mess with gingers, because we are here to stay and we love it. Also, on a side note, I just dropped my daughter off at school, so if you can't love me at drop off, you don't deserve me at pickup. And if you're a mom, you get that for sure.
We should have known that gingers were black people, and these are the reasons as to why. Black people are, of course, the originators of soul music, and this is why gingers are so good at soul music. Have a listen. For instance, Rick Astley. A clear indicator that gingers are with soul music.
I'm
Another
with you,
example
Phoebe.
of
I'm
gingers
with you.
providing great soul music is Ed Sheeran's Shape of You.
Now, Ed Sheeran, that's an artist, boy. Oh my gosh, that's an artist.
So, with black people being the originators of soul music, it is clear that gingers have learnt this from black people. Moving on swiftly now, redheads actually have stronger bone density about vitamin D production. Black people have genetically stronger bone density, so it's clear redheads and black people have that similar. Finally, redheads and black people are very similar in the way that they detect temperature changes. Redheads can detect when it's going hot and when it's going cold. Black people often can feel the heat a lot quicker than anyone else, can retain it, so it's clear that black people can detect temperature changes, and also ginger people.
Okay. Thank you for that breakdown, Phoebe. And yeah, that was a cool little video, I guess. Shout out to the gingers, man. Shout out to the gingers. We support y'all. Bro, white people, stop bullying yo ginger people, bro. Stop it. Very, very bad. But that just goes to show that there is literally racism everywhere, in every race. Amongst themselves, like white people say, "Oh, black people are so divided." Yeah, so are you lot, nigga. So, nigga. But yeah, peace and prosperity. I'm gone.